Hi guys, I'm been outside picking one of these today. I thought it was time to try to see if we can do some leaves that are kind of moving. So I thought I could try to maybe sketch some of these and see if we can get some movements on them or from them. That would be fun. Still struggle with getting the right shapes on them to see. Maybe I should say how they look and to get them really to look like the real thing. So I'm just thinking I will try to do something like this and see if that can work. Something like that, and then this will go a bit more like that, I think. And then this is, we can't see the edge further down than this. Let's try that. Let's take another one. This is a really good practice to try to paint what you see in front of you or draw. I really struggle with this. I think it's difficult to keep my eye this is really difficult when this edge is curled like this, so you kind of need to see it from up and from the side. Then this go up like that, and then we can see it a little bit of that part. think this needs to be a little bit bigger. I will use my ink pen later when I have, and I can kind of see if I get the right shape. Let's take one that is a little bit more easy, I think, maybe. This one is a little bit fun too. Let's do the middle first as long as I can. And then it's broken. And goes in like that. And this kind of goes in like that. Okay. One more before we start painting. See if we can find some right color for this. We need some reddish. Probably need to do a few different shades. So let's go in with the red first. Just to kind of get some of the color in. We will probably need to put in a second layer on this to get the right colors. Some is even a little bit of greenish on the edge. Okay, put them aside a little bit so we can let them dry. And then we can go in with a bit more color and the ink pen. Try not to fiddle too much, so we still can make them look like real leaves. Okay, I think it's dry, so we can start to try to put in some more color. We need it to be a bit darker. This part almost black, and black out in the edge. Some parts are red and some are almost brownish, and then we have the parts that are black and brown. This part is kind of totally dry, so it's brown. We will do some mark making later on, so that we really can see the differences with the ink pen. This one has almost green and a bit of orange, brown, black and red and black dots almost on it. So that's a bit more difficult, but try with some darker green. Really feel like a newbie. It's these times you realize you have practiced so much less than you should. And then reddish on the other side. And then almost black on this part. And the part that is folded up is brown. That's dry and have dried out. They are at least really filled with color. was this one. It had a lot of brownish in the middle. Give it some more brown, almost black, I think. And let's see, the last one. Which way did it go? That way. This was more reddish. And that part was more brown and dark. So, one more. This one, also a lot of red. Red and black. And brown on the back part. There it was a bit broken. Okay, so let's leave these to dry now, and then we are going to go back in with the ink pen and see if we can get this look a bit more like real leaves and not just funny corkscrews. So let's give them some lines like this. that follows the So by looking at the leaves, you can see where the line is going, and by putting them into your work, it's easier to see the curves in the leaves, even if they are kind of dark. Maybe even some shades. So if you put your leaves like this, you can see it's a shade under there, where the shade comes, like that. And you also have a shade that goes along the edge, like that. Just by putting a little shade on them like that, it looks better. Putting it down so I can see where the shade is going. They have dried a bit since I took them, so they have curled a little bit more than they were. Something like that. Okay. So that was today's practice, to do some dark red leaves and kind of see if I could make them curled and moving a little bit. So we need to keep practicing to get better. So thank you so much for keeping me company. And please go out, pick your leaves and draw as much as you can. The more you draw, the more you learn how to get them to look like you want. But this will be today's memory when me and Nico was outside in the 3rd of September and picked some red leaves to paint. Have a nice day and see you soon again. Bye bye from Sweden.